Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk. Listen, remember who we are. We are the game changers. It's so good to see you on today. I am excited about what I will share with you today. I believe that this will be a game changer. Why? Why do I believe this? Every time I come in every week, I tell you this is going to be a game changer. And as I always hear, it was a game changer for somebody. Listen, it may not be your game changer for you today, but you keep tuning in on Real Talk, and I know we will have a game changing word for you. It is a beautiful day outside, and I'm so glad that you all decided to tune in. I want you to do me a favor. Listen. I want you to share. Let someone know that Apostle Darnell is on the air with Real Talk to change your game. Now, share now. Go on, take the moment and share and let somebody know, hey, Real Talk is on. Share it. Okay, before we get started, I have an announcement for you. And I know some have heard it, but some haven't heard it, you all. Some wasn't on Real Talk last week or the week before like you were. So listen, I need to make sure everyone knows about this because the tickets are selling out quickly. We will be celebrating our Intercessors Day on the first Saturday of October. Yes, the first Saturday of October. That is October the 4th, 2025. We will be celebrating our intercessors. That is National Intercessors Day. Now, you might say, well, I can't get to Alabama, but listen, we are celebrating Intercessors Day all over the world, this nation and other nations. So you need to let somebody know in another nation. Maybe you're from another state. Maybe you're from another nation watching us today. But you need to let someone know that Intercessors Day is fastly approaching. What do we do on Intercessors Day? We take time to celebrate the awesome work that God has done through his intercessors all over the world. Listen, you have an intercessor. You may not think, or you may not even know your intercessor, but God has raised up someone on your behalf to intercede for you. So this is the day that's been set aside, October the 4th, which is the first Saturday in every October, that we celebrate our intercessors for the great work that they have done. Yes, we take time to say thank you. Many are purchasing tables to celebrate their intercessors. They are out there letting everyone know that Intercessors Day is fastly approaching. We will be having a luncheon on Intercessors Day, and we will be at His Vessel Ministries with Joe Hancock. Remember, she is the home of the Watchman, Joe. Watchmen's all over this city. So we will be celebrating there with her, the intercessors. Maybe you are a watchman. Maybe you are a gatekeeper. I don't know what form of intercessor you may be, but we will be celebrating your assignment in whatever state you're in, listen, we have intercessors coming from all over in different states. We have them coming from Texas, St. Louis, Missouri, Birmingham, Alabama. Listen, y'all, we are excited this year that we have intercessors joining in with us from all different states. And we want you, if you can't get here to Montgomery, Alabama, we want you to celebrate your intercessors in your state. Listen, please do this. Inbox me at Darnell Edwards. Inbox me and let me know how you will be celebrating your intercessor in your state on the first Saturday in October. I want you to encourage someone. Listen, I want you to be a part of Intercessors Day, celebrating the goodness that God has done through his intercessors. It was an intercessor that, hey, that prayed for you, that prayed for your children, prayed for your family. Even when you couldn't pray for yourself, there was an intercessor that was raised up on your behalf. In that traffic jam, in that traffic accident, in your home when things went crazy, there was an intercessor praying for you. So we just want to celebrate all that they have done for us all year this year. And we are so excited at the body of Christ to be a part of all that God is doing through his intercessors all over the nations. I say nations because it's not just in our nation, but other nations God has raised up intercessors to celebrate in their nation. So we want you to get excited. Join us if you can. That's on October the 4th here in Montgomery, Alabama at His Vessel Ministries. The address is 300 Water Street. That's at 12 noon. Somebody say 12 high noon. It's at 12 noon Central. Listen, 12 noon Central Standard Time. Central Standard Time here in Montgomery, Alabama. Come celebrate our intercessors with us. We are so excited. Now listen, if you have not shared the word concerning Intercessors Day, October the 4th this year, please share that. Let someone know, hey, we need to celebrate our intercessors. We can't get to Alabama, but we can celebrate here in Florida. We can celebrate here in, in Virginia. We can celebrate our intercessors in whatever way we desire. Maybe you don't want to do a luncheon. Maybe you just want to have a big day for your intercessors. However you choose to celebrate your intercessor, let's do that, y'all. Let's do it together in oneness. All October the 4th, celebrate all over the nation your intercessors in your state, in your nation. All right, now I know you all got that. We say it a lot. We say patience is a virtue. Now, you know we say it all the time. Patience is a virtue. We say that a lot. So I began to think about that. Is it really a virtue, y'all? Yeah, it is. It's something that we desire to have more of, to be more patient. You know, when you think about with your children, you say, you know what? I need to be more patient. I need to let things play out. I don't need to become overly excited about things. I don't need to make wrong responses to short-term situations. I just need to let those things play out. I don't need to become frustrated about anything. You know, it says here about patience. It says patience is a skill worth learning and a valuable tool in life. It is, y'all. It's a valuable tool in life. You know how people say you don't want to leave home without it. You don't want to leave home without it. You think about the times you left home without patience and you got out there on the road and someone pulled out in front of you, or maybe they slammed on brakes before you, or maybe someone answered you the wrong way. And guess what? You did not come out that door with your patience. You came out with something else. It wasn't patience. It wasn't, look, that skill that you had learned about being just a person of knowing how to deal with situations and circumstances. You came out the wrong way. It talks about how patience is hard to acquire for most people and difficult to master. Why is that, y'all? Why is patience difficult to master? Because to have that kind of patience, to master patience, you got to be very resilient, y'all. You got to have that bounce back. Oh my God, that bounce back patience that said that, hey, I might miss it for a minute. I might get a little off, but guess what? I'm coming right back to my patience. I'm responding in patience. I'm responding in a way that people know that patience really is a virtue for me. I'm responding, I'm reacting to my brothers, to my sisters in a way that they know that, hey, I walk in that patience. Now, I had another point here. It talks about patience. It says frustration comes from a lack of patience. It is a sign, frustration is a sign that you have not mastered patience. You haven't mastered that. So you can't say that it's a virtue that you walk in. You know, if you get frustrated, if your patience is in place, and you know how your children, you like, you don't understand, or your spouse, you don't understand what I'm going through. You just don't know what I'm saying. Listen, they have to be patient enough, even though they don't quite understand you. Patience will cause them to be at a calm place with you. They will not be frustrated. They will not be hollering at you, temperamental about stuff. They will be in a place that really, listen, y'all, that they can wait until you come to yourself. Because sometimes, listen, we're not really ourselves, y'all. It takes us a minute sometimes to come to ourselves. And somebody has to be patient enough to wait on you to get there. You know, it's just like opening a door for someone. Ah, that's a good one right there. Opening a door. You know, everybody don't get there at the same time. They don't get in a rush. Some people, you know, take very slow steps. And as for me, I walk fast. I walk fast. So, you know, I probably would get there before most people. But then some people are slow walkers. They get there, you know, like they said, when they get there. So you have to be patient enough, and especially if you're holding the door open for someone and you say you have patience. You don't sit there and beat on the door, you know, tap on the door. You know how we do if you're waiting on someone to get things right, or to to get on the right track. You may sit up there and tap on the desk and breathe real hard, but patience won't let you do that. Patience will let you wait until that person gets to the place where they need to be. Hallelujah. Patience will cause you to look. This says to hang in there just a few more minutes. Patience will rise up and say, you know what? It won't be long. It just hold on a minute. You pull up on the outside and you told, listen, your sister, You told your husband, you told your wife, listen, we're going to leave at 2 p.m. We're going to leave at 2 p.m. And you get there and it's 2:01. And you get there, you sit there, and you're patient for a minute. Maybe you wait to 2:05, 2:05, and you're like, oh my God, they're still not here. They're late. They're late. So then you start honking the horn. You're honking the horn, hey, they need to come out. And by then, you're sweating bullets. You're up to here. And by the time they get in that car, that's it. Your patience is out the window. You let them have it. I thought I told you I would be out here. Hey, you just lost all of your patience. You were good up to 2:05. But patience says, hey, I got to be good until I see this thing through. Like they say, until your change comes. That means you got to be patient to the end until that thing is worked out in your favor. You got to be patient. Patience is a lot like faith, y'all. You know how sometimes you're walking by faith and then things don't show up. You're like, okay, I do believe, but you know what, by 12 midnight, it's like, it's a new day. And that thing didn't show up. And I had faith that now you have gotten all faith. Listen, I'm talking to me now. And you've gotten all into fear. It's like, oh my God, it didn't show up. Well, that's the way we do with our patience. If it don't happen, we put it down. It's like, oh no. Out the window, I'm going to answer this thing back, y'all. I'm going to answer it back. Listen, patience says, I can wait when there's not immediate gratification. Is a virtue for you. It's something that you desire. It's something that you want to make sure that you're walking in. You don't want to leave home without it because, listen, you can cause not only yourself to walk in a wrong place, but you can cause someone else to get in a wrong place when you don't walk in patience. Listen, y'all, that patience is something else. It's something, it can be hard to acquire. It can be something that you start with and that you don't get that immediate gratification, so you don't end with it. You know how it is. You start with it, but you get off of it if you don't get if you don't get exactly what you expected. I'm just reading some different comments. When you're walking in faith, that means that, hey, I may have to wait a little bit longer to get the thing that I'm expecting. That don't mean that it's not coming. It's just that I just gotta wait for it. I thought about Cece. She sings Cece Wine, and she sings that song, Wait For It. Some things are worth. You know how we talk about patience is a virtue, and people say it like it's just so easy. Patience is a virtue. They say it like, you just happen to, you just wake up in the morning and you got it. It's just like the little kid when you tell them, oh, not right now. And they're like, well, when? Are we there yet? Or is it going to happen right now? How long will it take? And the parent tell them, you just got to wait a little while longer. We'll be there in a minute. But that kid is like, I haven't mastered that thing called patience. I want to know, are we there yet? When do we get there? And how much longer will it take before we get there? Another thing is um, the language. The language. Some people think virtue, maybe is maybe in your verbal, the way you act, verbally. Maybe you burst out and you gotta say something right now, or you gotta have a word for your patience gotta be heard. I'm impatient, so I gotta let you know that this is bothering me. But guess what? Impatience can be seen or felt by just your body language. The tapping on the table, the walking back and forth. Have you ever seen someone just walk back and forth? They're like, oh my God, what's taking them so long? Or maybe the clapping, the patting of the foot. It's like, I want them to know that I'm getting impatient. I don't have to say anything. I can just start with my body language. You know that I'm getting impatient with you, and you know how we do with our not only our kids. We do this with our spouses. You can just look, and they already know. They can tell by your eyes you're getting impatient. So they try everything they can to make it, easy for you when you just got to master this thing called patience. Hey, this is another thing, y'all. Listen at this. You can use the expression patience is a virtue when speaking to people that seem impatient and frustrated. It's suitable for reminding people that good things come to those that wait. Oh my God. Hey, that's a good one right there. Try telling somebody that's been waiting a long time. You just need to be patient. That's almost to them like you're just saying, hey, you really need to wait. Or just try telling them, you know what? Good things come to those that wait. Especially when they've been waiting half of the year and they've already put off patience, y'all. That's almost like fighting words to them. Oh, you just need to be patient. I know. You think about it, when you get in a line and it's a long line, you really get a test of your patience. Some people even pray for patience. I'm like, oh my God, I've done that before. I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that, y'all. Because see, it's easy to say, I'm going to pray for patience. I'm going to pray for patience. But what do you have to go through to get there? You haven't thought about that. Oh my God. You haven't thought about the things that you got to go through. So sometimes we need to think about when we ask, you know what? God, give me patience. I need more patience. Hey, do you really? Or do you just want to start rehearsing that way of just being patient with people, being patient with your loved ones, being patient with your children? You got a problem and you need them to solve it, and you're saying, okay, I need you to solve this problem. You know how we give them a length of time? You got 30 seconds to solve this. And maybe they don't solve it in 30. Maybe they're not like your other children used to be. They can solve it in 20. But you got one of these that say, you know what? I don't know. You've got to just be patient until they can come to the right answer. Okay, y'all. I believe that's a game-changing moment that we work, but I don't even like to talk to them. I don't even want to pick up the phone because I don't want to be patient enough to hear their conversation. Have you ever had your brother or your sister, the one that that you haven't mastered patience with? And oh my God, they talk and they talk and they talk and they talk. And you're like, oh my God, I gotta master this. If I don't, I'm going to become overly frustrated with them. Hey, you need to call someone, hey, and say, we gotta work on this patience thing, because that patience calls us to walk in a wrong spirit of not loving, not being comfortable around this one, not being patience with that one. We have got to work on our patience. I mean, not just in just our family, not with just our children, but with all of our brothers and our sisters, our friends in our workplace, y'all. You know you have to work on being patient with your boss. Oh my God, in the workplace. Because you know what? They've done things and said things that you totally disagree with. And maybe they haven't gotten there yet. Maybe they haven't gotten where they can make things simple on your job. Maybe they don't see that thing as a circle. Maybe they see that thing as square. But you got to have patience till they can see it the way it really should be seen, y'all. Have patience with them. Don't get up and run and take off. You know what? I'm not going to sit there. I'm going to quit this job, because they will not see things the way that I see it. We have got to be patient, listen, with one another. Now, I need you to tell somebody or call somebody and tell them that this is a game changing word. I really do need to make patience a virtue. I really do need to work on my patience. I really do need to say, you know what? I apologize. I apologize for going off. I wasn't patient. I didn't wait till to see the end of this thing. Listen, we've got to wait, y'all, to see the end of the thing. We can't just throw it out like we'll say, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Just because everybody is not getting it the way you're getting it. You know, some of us think that, hey, our way is the only way. No, be patient with your brothers and sisters when they see it differently than you do. Listen, this has been real talk. This has been a game-changing moment. We need you to share this. Let someone know that Real Talk has been on today with the word of patience is a virtue. Thank you so much for joining us here on Real Talk, the game changer. If you want to be a blessing to this ministry, we will receive your gift, large or small. You can sow your seed, and our cash app is $. Sometimes I forget that.